Hi everyone, and welcome to today's event. In today's event, I will share with you why we might fail to discover your passion. Okay? And discovering your passion is very important today, right? Because your passion can give you life meaning, purpose, fulfillment, happiness, and joy. And we all want to experience those positive emotions, correct? And also, passion will also increase your rate to help you become successful. Because success requires motivation, persistent, consistent, and determination. And nothing will give you those qualities more than your passion. Okay? So in this case, in order to discover our passion, we have to do two things. First is to discover our strength, talent, and passion, right? But the second thing many people tend to miss is how do we avoid external influences that is preventing us to discover our passion. So in this case, in today's event, I will share with you some way that might prevent you to discover your passion. That is blocking you, slowing you down to discover your passion. Okay? And also, I will share with you some tip and tool to how to overcome those influences so you can stay focused on discovering your passion. Okay? So let's get started with today's first tip to help you discover your passion and why might you fail to discover your passion. Okay? So the first is the lack of understanding yourself. A misconception that a lot of people have is that, oh, I should know what I want to do or what my strength and talent is the moment I am born out. And these influences usually come from individual kids, especially that young individual that are able to have a good talent, such as musician, athlete, dancer, singers. Those traits, yes, tend manifest when you are young as a kid. And so when you're young as a kid and you're able to discover those strengths and talents so easily and you do it so effortlessly and you seem like, oh my God, that is what I meant to do. And so when we take that example and we base that example that to rely on us, sometimes it's not possible. Because sometimes if we don't have the talent to become a musician, athlete, dancer, or singer, then those qualities are not in us, which means our strength and talent and passion that is outside of those areas will take a longer time to manifest. And if we have a hard time to manifest our strength, talent, and passion at a young age, we start to doubt ourselves. We doubt ourselves that, oh, I'm not meant to become successful because I'm not able to discover those strength and talent and passion as other kids that are able to successfully discover the strength and talent and passion at a young age, such as musician, athlete, dancer, and singer. But that's not true. And so when we see young kids, people that can able to discover their strength and talent so successfully at a young age, such as the area that I just described, such as magician, dancer, and singer, and when we can't discover our own strength and talent at a young age, we thought that we are not meant to do great things, that we are not meant to do successful things as them. And when they do those things successfully, such as dancer and magician and athlete at a young age, it seems like effortless, right? And they seem like, oh my God, they are meant to do that. And they are maybe meant to do that. And so another kind of misconception that we have that might prevent us to discover our passion is that they do it so well that it seems like they don't put a lot of effort into learning and applying their strength and talent and passion to become successful. But that is not true. Yes, it might be easy for them at the beginning to apply their strength and talent, such as magician, dancer, and athlete, but as they grow up, it requires the same learning and learn discipline, learn same effort. It's just that when we don't see the effort and the learning that this young kid put in, then we think that they born out born out knowing who they are, knowing that their strength and talent. But that is not true. Yes, maybe they are able to discover their strength and talent faster than other people, but it requires them the same learning, the same effort to become successful like everybody else. Okay? And so when we base and we take example from young individual that are able to become successful magician, athlete, dancer, and singer, and we take that as example, it will influence us to believe that, okay, I don't know what my strength and talent is at a young age, and you start to believe that you are not meant to become successful. But that is not true, okay? Yes, they are able to discover their strength and talent at a young age, but when you do not fall in those 3 areas or 4 areas, that does not mean you cannot become successful as well, okay? Because the thing is, to discover your passion is a learning skill, okay? That means no matter who you are, you have great talent within you. It's just that your talent might not be as visible, might not be easy to spot out beginning as other people that are magician, athlete, dancer, or singer. So which means it requires you a little bit more time to discover who you are, okay, to apply your strength a little bit more at the beginning compared to them, but you can become successful as them. Because when it comes to human potential, everybody have the opportunity to be great, okay? No one is left out to achieve great things. That's just not possible, okay? Human potential is for everybody, okay? And even though we might have different strength, talent, and passion, we can all become great using our own strength, talent, and passion, okay? So in this case, when you take the time to learn about human potential, you will start to believe that, okay, everybody is born out with greatness. It's just that, what are you great in? And that's where you have to learn to discover your strength, talent, and passion to help you discover it, okay? So when you have a more difficult time learning and applying your strength and talent, that does not mean you are not meant to become successful, okay? That means you are born out with certain strength and talent that is so unique that it might take you a longer time to discover your strength and passion, okay? But that does not mean you are not meant to do great things as other individuals that are able to discover their strength and talent at an early age, okay? So it's important for you to hold that belief in yourself that as human being, everybody is born out with great potential. It just depends on, are you using your strength, talent, and passion successfully or not, okay? Because if you believe that only certain people are meant to do great things, and when you don't believe that within yourself, then it's hard for you to believe in yourself. It's hard for you to put in the effort and time to go out there and learn to discover your strength and talent. Because if you don't believe that you have great strength and talent, why will you put in the time and effort to discover your great strength and talent, right? But so in this case, the more you believe that all human beings are born out with great potential, it's just that sometimes it might take you a little bit longer to discover your strength and passion, but you have great potential within you, and you have to believe that. You have to give yourself permission. You have to give yourself the opportunity that you do have the strength, you do have the passion, you do have the talent to become great as anybody else. It's just that sometimes your passion and strength might take a longer time, but you have it. You have to believe in it. Otherwise, if your self-belief is not in it, it's very hard for you to keep on moving forward, to discover your strength and talent, to become successful, to become great as anybody, as human potential, as any great human being, okay? So in this case, remember, to discover your strength and talent is a learning skill, okay? We're born out not knowing, okay? Even though the kid that are able to discover their strength and talent at the beginning, but they're born out not knowing. It's only when they start to grow up and they start to learn and discover their strength and talent at a young age. So in this case, to discover your strength and talent is like anybody else, okay? It's a learning skill. Yes, like I said, maybe your strength might take a longer time to discover than other people, but you can discover it. It's a learning skill. So discovering your strength and talent is learn about you, right? So it's learn about human potential, okay? Because you are a human being. You want to take the time to learn more about human potential. The more you learn about human potential, the more you will learn about yourself, the more you discover your strength, talent, and passion to help you become successful. So in this case, if you want to learn more about human potential, there are so many ways, right? Go on Google, research about human potential to learn about human potential. Attend seminars, workshops, books, video, audios. Today, with the internet and advanced technology, there are so many ways for you to learn about human potential, to learn more about yourself, to discover your strength, talent, and passion. It just depends on, are you willing to put in the effort in to learn about human potential, to learn about you, to discover your strength, talent, and passion. Okay? So it's all depend on you, your effort. The more effort you put in to learn about human potential, the more you will learn more about yourself to help you discover your strength, talent, and passion. Okay? So next is applying. Once you learn something about yourself, something about human potential, you have to apply it. Learning is one thing, but applying is another thing. Because sometimes you might learn something great about yourself. You might think it's your strength and talent. But once you apply it, you start to discover that, oh, this is not my strength and talent. Okay? So it's important for you to apply as much as possible after you learn something. That's how you discover your true strength and talent, when you apply, not by learning. Okay? Yes, we need to learn to discover the method, but it's only when you apply it that will help you discover your strength and talent. That will truly understand who you are as a human being, what your strength, talent, and passion is. Okay? So it's a cycle. You keep learning and applying. Learning and applying. And the more you learn and apply, the more you understand yourself, the more you discover your strength and talent to help you discover your passion, to see that you have great potential within you. Okay? So like I said, even youth that are able to discover their strength and talent at the beginning, okay, and they can start easily out and become successful, but as they grow and as they go up to a higher level, it requires a lot more learning, discipline, and effort. Okay? Yes, they may start out easily, but I guarantee you, if you read their biography, their story, how they become successful, they put in a lot of effort, time, and learning like anybody else. Like again, we are all human beings. We all have great potential. And we all require a lot of time of learning, discipline, and applying to help us reach our full potential. No one can escape from that. No one can take a shortcut from reaching our full potential, okay? Reaching full potential is about learning and applying. It's all depends on your effort. Even though kids can discover that they have the strength of music or athlete or sport, but to truly reach their full potential, it requires the same learning effort and discipline like anyone else, okay? So if you read really successful people biography, even though they know their strength and talent at the beginning, but they still put in the same effort, they put in the same learning and applying to help them reach that level of greatness, okay? So in this case, you want to learn and apply. Learn and apply. And the more you do that, the more you understand your strength and talent and passion to help you apply successfully, to help you reach your full potential, your greatness. Okay? So another thing that might hinder you to develop your strength and passion is that you are influenced by other people. Okay? As we grow up, we always hear from parents or from family or from people who take care of us that suggest you should do this, you should do that. And as a young kid, when you start to grow up as a child or a teenager, people always often ask you, what do you want to do? And if you don't have an answer, then your families and your friends start to give you suggestions, start to suggest you that you should do this, you should do that. And as a young kid, and when you have all this suggestion coming in, including from your family and from your friends, and the influence from culture, society, and friends, it could impact you. And as a kid, you have a lot of information coming in, giving you suggestion of what you should do. And as a young kid, We can't comprehend that successfully. With all this information entering in our mind, and as a young kid, our brain is not well developed yet. And when our brain is not well developed yet, and we have all this information coming in, we don't know how to process. And we get confused. And we get overwhelmed. And when we get overwhelmed and confused as a young kid, and we have to make a decision, then we tend to make the wrong decision when it comes to our strength, talent, and passion. Because it is discovered that in order for the brain to truly mature into an adult, it has to be at least 25 years old. That's when our brain can start to form into adulthood and start to think successfully, start to comprehend successfully. But as a young kid, and if all this information are entering our head, and we don't know how to gather and comprehend and form all those information successfully, then we get confused, and then we make the wrong decision. And today's society, when you are 16 years old and they ask you, do you know what you want to be, what your strength and talent is, and you don't have an answer, you feel something is wrong with you. So they expect you to know when you're 16 what you want to do. But like I said, a brain has to be at least 25 for the brain to gather information. And if at 16 you can't absorb all those information in successfully, and then you make the wrong decision. And so that's why it forced us as a young person to make the wrong decision, because we have so many influences from the outside that's coming in, from our family, friend, culture, and society, that we don't know how to use that information successfully. And that is why a lot of time we are influenced to make the wrong decision, because we are expected to make the right decision at a young age when our brain is not ready to make those decisions yet. Okay? But in this case, when it comes to your passion, it's all come down to you. Your passion is you. It's coming from your heart and soul, which means it is your own journey to discover your passion. Okay? No one can understand you, what your passion is, because it's within you. So in this case, when you have all these influences, it's hard to make the decision. But you have to understand that to discover your passion, it's all come down to you. You have to trust yourself. Okay? Yes, you can learn from others. You can take example from others. But when it comes down to your passion, you have to make the decision. You have to trust yourself, because your passion is you. Others cannot make that decision for you, because others cannot understand who you are more than you can. Okay? So in this case, you have to learn how to trust yourself. Learn how to self-reflect on yourself. Learn how to self-reflect on your own experiences and how you live life. When you can self-reflect and self-aware of the things that you do in life and take the time to learn about human potential, then you can make better decisions of what is your strength, what is your passion, and what is your talent to help you become successful, and not rely on external influences. Yes, sometimes people that have good intention to help you become successful in life, they still don't have a good understanding who you are. So passion is all come down to you. Okay? So in this case, to help you be strong, to discover your strength, talent, and passion is personal development. Okay? Personal development will help you do two things. Personal development is about understanding who you are, human potential. The more you learn more about human potential, the more you take the time to discover your strength, the more you take the time to become a better person, you will start to believe in yourself. You will start to trust yourself when you learn how to grow and develop yourself into a person that you can trust yourself. Okay? Second, personal development will help you block out external influences. Okay? So when you have a clear understanding of yourself, and when you learn about human potential, it helps you understand how to block out external influences. So when a media pop up, when a story come up on social media, or when society come up with a story that is external, that is trying to influence you, when you do personal development, It will help you understand, make better decisions, help you understand and comprehend the outside situation successfully so you can make your own decision. Because when you don't understand yourself and when you see something outside of yourself, then it's hard for you, okay, how do I approach that situation outside? How do I make the best of the situation from the outside to help you make good decisions? However, if you are not developing yourself to help you understand yourself, to manage and interrupt and take in the outside information successfully, then it's hard for you to make life decisions successfully, especially when it comes to your passion. Remember, your passion is you. You cannot let other outside influence affect you, okay? And personal development will help you do that. Personal development will help you stay focused on your strength, talent, and passion and who you are as a person, but it also give you the ability to block out external influences, and that is important. Remember, going back to at the beginning when I shared with you, to discover your passion, you have to stay focused on you, but you also have to learn how to block out the influences such as your family, friends, society, and the world to help you stay focused on who you are, which is your passion. That's where your passion comes from, is you, okay? And that's why personal development is so important to help you become successful discovering your passion, okay? So another way why we might fail to discover our passion is that we tend to copy others, especially when we look at successful people. You know, when we see someone's really successful, we want to be like them, right? Because who doesn't? We want to become successful as them. But the thing is, we can only copy them only to a certain amount. We can see their example as what they do. We can take their story as empowerment, as motivation to push us to be best of ourselves, to be the best version of ourselves, only to inspire us to become great as human beings, to reach our full potential. But we cannot copy exactly what they do, okay? Because remember, each of us born out with different strength, different talent, different passion, which means we can't copy exactly what they are doing, okay? And so remember, we only take the story to empower us, to motivate us, to inspire us, but not to copy them, okay? Because remember, we can be great as them, but we cannot be like them. If you are being like them, then how can you use your passion successfully, okay? So remember, we use their story to empower us, to be our best, to do great things, to discover our passion so we can do great things, and that is important, okay? And that's why personal development is important. Personal development will help you how to take people's example, how to take people's story and tweak it in a way that fit who you are as an individual. To tweak it in a way to fit your passion, and that is the key. You want to take their story and then you want to use your education, use your experiences, use your personality, use your background, and make it in a way that fit who you are as a person, that fit your passion to help grow your passion. Okay, so remember, we do not want to copy others exactly what they do, but we want to use their story, their method to help us be better, to help us discover who we are, to help us discover our passion. And that is what we want to learn from them. Not to do exactly as them, but use their story to empower us. And that is the key, okay? You want to use it successfully, okay? And remember, to become successful, we want to be unique, right? If we're copying others, then how is that unique? If we are doing the same thing as others, why would other people want to come to us? They can come to the successful people. So in this case, you have to be unique, which means your passion, so others can come to you to learn something unique from you, right? But if you're doing the same thing as others, then why would they want to come to you when they can come to other people that's more successful already? And that's why you have to discover your passion, pay attention to your passion. And that's when you truly focus on your passion, focus on yourself, you become more creative and you become more innovative to create new ways and things to help you become more successful, okay? Because success, human potential, and greatness come from being creative and innovative. And if you are copying others, it's hard for you to be creative because creativity comes from your imagination. Okay? But if you're copying others, that's not your imagination, right? So in this case, you want to take their story to empower you, but you want to use your passion, your uniqueness, your education, your background, your personality to be creative and innovative to help you become successful. And that is how you become greatness, and that is how you reach your full potential. Okay? So another thing that prevent many people from discovering their passion is their lack of self-belief. Especially when we doing something that is so unique. Your passion is very unique. And when something is unique, that means a roadmap to achieve that uniqueness might not be easy to find. Okay? So in this case, when something is so unique and no one is doing it yet, which means you have to figure out a way to do it, right? But the thing is, in today's society, in the 21st century, with the advanced technology and the internet, anything is achievable. Okay? And yes, sometimes your passion is unique, will be more difficult, right? Because it's unique. It's not like a magician where they can discover their passion successfully at the beginning. It's not like dancer that they can discover their passion successfully at the beginning. But when it comes to your passion, it might take a little bit longer. But with today's 21st century, with the internet and technology, you can become very successful a lot quicker. But a lot of people are still stuck in the 20th century. In the 20th century, the internet did not develop yet. The advanced technology did not develop yet, which means it's harder for us to become successful in the 20th century. But we are in the 21st century, which means we have the internet, we have the advanced technology, which means we can become successful a lot quicker than we think. But a lot of people are still in the mindset of the 20th century. A lot of people have not catched up to the 21st century yet. And that's why the lack of self-belief. Because in the 20th century, it's harder for us to become successful, right? And they still have that mindset that they can't become successful in the 21st century because their mindset is still in the 20th century. But we have to catch up in the 21st century. We are in the 21st century, which means with the advanced technology, with the internet, we can become a lot successful a lot quicker than you think. Okay? It's just that our mind had to run up, had to catch up with the 21st century. Okay? Because today, whatever you want to achieve, whatever you want to do, you go and search on Google or any search engine, they will lay out step by step on how to help you become successful a lot faster. It's just, are you willing to take the time and effort to do the research, to put the effort in to apply or not, okay? And another great thing about human potential, when you learn about human potential, that remember, anybody can achieve greatness. It just depends on you believe it or not. So the more you learn about human potential, the more you will start to believe in yourself that you have greatness within you. Okay? And another thing to remember that, yes, your passion might be big and that require a lot of knowledge and skill that you might not have at the moment. Okay? But that's okay. You don't need to have all that knowledge and skill at the moment yet. You just need enough knowledge and skill in the present moment to focus on your first step. That's it. Okay? So like for example, let's say your passion require you to achieve 10 steps. Okay? And you're on the first step. Okay? And when you're on the first step, you might not have the knowledge and skill to achieve all 10 steps yet. But that's okay. All you need to do is to focus on the first step, your current knowledge and skill to achieve the first step. And when you go to the next step, which is the second step, the knowledge and skill will manifest for you. The skill and knowledge will not manifest for the second, third, and fourth, and so on step when you are not there yet. Because when you're on the first step, the brain is focusing on the first step, which means the brain is only unleashing the knowledge and skill for the first step. That's it. But when you are ready for the second step, the knowledge and skill will manifest for you. And you have to believe that. It is true. Okay, and so we want to focus on your first step. And as you are truly mastering the first step, the knowledge and skill will manifest for you in the future when you need it. And that is important to remember. Okay, and also whatever solution you need in the future for the second step, it will manifest for you. Okay, you just need to have high hope and faith that it will, and it will. When you truly master the first step, the second step will manifest for you. And that is important to remember. Have hope and believe in yourself that it will reveal to you when you need it. Okay? And the same with challenges. To fulfill our passion successfully, you will encounter a lot of challenges that you might not know in the future. But again, you don't need to have the knowledge and skill to overcome those challenges in the future. When those challenges happen in the present moment, the knowledge and skill will manifest to help you overcome it. Okay? But a lot of time people believe that they need to have all this knowledge and skill currently at the moment to become successful, but that's not possible. Okay, all you need to do is focusing in the present moment. Do your best as you can in the first step. When you are ready for the second step, your knowledge and skill will manifest for you, and that's important to understand. Okay, and another thing to remember is that whatever skill and knowledge that you need in the future and you don't have it is learnable. Today, you can learn to achieve anything. Whatever knowledge and skill you are lacking, you can learn it. As a human being, you can learn any skill. It just depends, are you willing to put in the effort and time to learn it and to become successful or not. And that's important, okay? So it's all come down to you. Are you willing to put the time out to learn the knowledge and skill? But anything is learnable, okay? And that is a great thing about human being, about great thing about human potential, that you can learn to master anything if you're willing to put the time and effort in. Okay? So in this case, you have to catch up to the 21st century. Okay? In the 21st century, it's a lot easier to achieve our goals and dreams compared to the 20th century. So you have to understand and develop that mindset. Okay? So here's some takeaway tip to help you discover your passion. Okay? Remember, discovering your passion is a learning skill. Okay, you are not born out knowing it. Okay, especially when you have a strength and talent and passion that is unique, that might take you a longer time to discover, but you can discover it. Okay, it's just, are you willing to learn about human potential? Are you willing to learn to develop and grow yourself, to keep on learning and applying to help you become successful or not? Okay, and remember, greatness is for everybody. Okay, greatness is a trait of a human being. Okay, nobody is born out special with just being great. We all can become greatness, and you have to give yourself permission to believe that. You have to give yourself permission and opportunity to believe that you have greatness. Because if you don't believe that, then you won't put in the effort and time in to learn about human potential. You won't put in the effort to learn about yourself, to discover your strength and talent. Okay, so you have to believe that everybody's born out with greatness. It's just that we do different things to help us reach our greatness. Okay? And remember, when it comes down to your passion, is you. Okay? Your passion is you, your heart and soul, which means it's up to you to discover it and not anybody else. You have to learn how to discover, stay focused on yourself. That is personal development. That is human potential. But you also have to learn how to block out external influences. Your family, friends, society, culture. Because if all those influence you, it's hard for you to stay focused on who you are, to discover your passion. Remember, passion requires you to focus on you, but also require you to learn how to block out external influences. If you don't know how to block out external influences, you will be influenced to not be who you are and not to discover your passion. Okay? And so in this case, personal development is the key. Personal development will help you understand human potential. Personal development will help you understand who you are, your strength, talent, and passion. But also, personal development help you, give you the ability, the strength, courage to block out external influences so you can make your own decision. Okay? And so when you can do that, you can discover your passion. You can do great things, and you can reach your full potential. Okay? So that's the end for today's event. I hope it helped you how to learn to discover your passion, how to block out external influences to help you become successful and do great things in life. I will see you next time.